The order came down from above, but we were just grunts following orders. We were told it was about visibility, a way to make our ship vanish from enemy radar. Sounded crazy, but this was wartime. Crazy was just Tuesday. I was on the main deck, standing by the rail. The air was thick, heavy with the smell of ozone and salt water. The generators started their low hum, a deep rumble that vibrated through the steel deck plates, up my legs, and into my teeth. It was a familiar sound, but this time it felt different. Wrong. The first flash of light was blinding, a pure, silent bolt of blue electricity that washed over the deck. It wasn't a spark. It was a solid sheet of light. I heard a few men curse, their shouts swallowed by the sudden deafening hum. The ship began to vibrate, a shaking that started as a tremor and quickly became a violent shudder. I gripped the rail, knuckles white, my whole body rattling like a loose rivet. The air began to shimmer, a weird liquid distortion of everything around me. The deck, the ocean, the sky, it all looked like a funhouse mirror. I could see the men around me blurring, their faces stretching and twisting into grotesque masks. I wanted to scream, to ask what was happening, but my jaw felt locked. Then the world ripped apart. Not with a bang, but with a horrifying silent pull. It felt like being stretched, like every bone and every muscle was being pulled apart and then violently snapped back together. There was no light, no sound. Just an overwhelming pressure, a dizzying, sickening sense of being nowhere. And then, just as suddenly, it stopped. I was back on the deck. The sun was shining. I could hear the gulls. But something was wrong. My vision swam. I looked down at my hands. They were transparent. I could see the rusted deck plates right through my skin. I tried to move, to take a step, but I couldn't. My legs were stuck. I looked down again, and that's when the real horror began. My boots, my pants, they were gone. My legs were a part of the steel deck, my flesh, my blood, my very bones seamlessly woven into the cold, hard metal. I could feel the ship's vibrations, the thrumming of the engines. It was all a part of me. I looked around. Others were the same. Some were screaming, their mouths open in silent horror. They weren't just fused with the ship. They were twisted, their bodies bent at impossible angles, half in, half out of the deck or the bulkhead. I saw one man, a friend, just his face sticking out of the solid wall, his eyes wide, blinking, but his jaw immobile. He was weeping. I couldn't move, couldn't speak, could only feel. I felt the cold of the steel, the hum of the engine, the weight of the sea. I was a part of the ship, a silent, terrified ghost bound to a metal coffin. The memory isn't what haunts me, it's the feeling, the cold steel in my bones, the silence where my screams should be. It never goes away.